Hey guys, it's Chris with Double Eagle Gunworks, and just got in some new targets today. Bought these from Legion Targets. There's a couple of steel targets. I got one, what they call a jumping target, and then the other one is the super spinner. Two different targets. Now this is the jumping target here, and it's what they call a 3.5 inch jumping target. And so you're supposed to sit it on the ground, and then you shoot each one of the paddles here to flip the target around, and then it flips over, and you keep shooting each one of the paddles as it turns over. Now it says it is rated at 10 yards up to 9mm and 100 yards all the way up to a 308. And it says with the 22 at 10 yards, it's just going to be an audible ding. And then at 9mm with 10 yards, it'll roll the target over. And then 223 and 7.62 by 39 at 100 yards, it'll make the target roll over. But 308 will make it jump. So the 3.0's got a little bit more kick to it there, so it's going to hit a little harder. Now the other one that we have here is the super spinner, and looks like the two rubbing together took a little bit of the paint off, but you've got, it's a pretty heavy target here, and it's made out of 3/8 inch AR 500 steel, but you shoot the paddles and it causes the target to spin over, and it's got a fairly substantial base on it. So it's got the center post here, but it's got two extra legs that you can sit down on the ground when you shoot this thing, and you position it so that the three legs would be to the back to give it a little bit more support, so when it rocks back, it's not going to flip over completely, but you can hit the target and it'll spin it around. So nice looking targets so far. I mean, really heavy duty construction. Looks like the welds on the jumping target is pretty complete. I don't see any open spots in the welds. They've got everything painted very nicely as far as the finish on the welds and everything. So everything's fairly smooth. Nothing rough that's sticking out that's going to, when you pick up the target, it's going to hurt your hand or anything. I've got the rocking boar, the super spinner, and a what they call a walking target. It's all 3/8 inch AR 500 steel, and it's got a nice blue powder coated on it for the time being. We'll see what it looks like after we shoot it a few times. We've got the target set up at about 10 yards away from the shooting bench here, and that's as close as you're supposed to have the targets. So we're going to shoot them with a 22, a couple of different 9mm, and a 45 to see how everything performs. The 22 you should just hear a ding with it. The 9mm will probably make them rock a little bit, and then the 45 should have enough energy to make them spin. Okay, so we're going to start with the 22. Yeah, the 22 makes it rock. If you hit it at the bottom. So the 22 will make, if you hit the super spinner on the bottom, it'll make it rock a little bit. It's not going to turn it completely over, but it does rock it a little bit. Didn't rock the pig over there any. And I couldn't tell whether I hit the walking target or not. So let's try a little more on the walking target. I'm going right above it, I think. There we go. Yeah, it's just, it'll make a ding, but it's not actually doing anything to it. But now let's go with a 9mm. And this is the P365 XL. Okay, it's making the pig rock a little bit there. Okay, so we turn the spinner a little bit. We can miss it. That little 3-inch circle is hard to hit. There we go. Moved it a little bit. Okay, so it rocks it over a little bit. And that's all on the SIG. Let's try the M&P shields, see if we do any better with it. There we go. Nice spin. Okay, so the 9mm, if you hit it just right on the super spinner, it will make it spin around. And on the walking target, you got to get it right in that middle of that little 3-inch circle, and it'll move a little bit. It never did turn over. And then the pig walks a little bit. So now let's try the 45. Start with the pig. Okay. There we go. I'm hitting him a little low there. I guess my base wasn't quite stable enough there for the spinner. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can hit the walking target with the 45. Man, that's a small target. There we go. Okay, I'm hitting that thing too low or something because it keeps knocking it off the base.
You're killing it.
I'm killing the target. Okay. So the Legion targets, if I was accurate enough to hit them, then they would work pretty good. But that little 3-inch walking target down there, that is a awful small target to be aiming for, and I'm just not steady enough right now to be able to hit the thing. So we rolled it over a little bit because it got hit in a couple of spots here, but it's not a very big circle that you're trying to hit, and I was actually hitting low on the thing. Why I was it wasn't wanting to flip over and everything for me, but it's pretty small target, about the size of the palm of my hand,
is what you're aiming at down there, and with it being low on the ground, it was a little bit hard to hit. But when you hit it, it does make a nice sound, and it moves like it's supposed to. This is the super spinner here, and you can tell I was hitting it lower rather than up here on the upper target, and these down here at the base must have been the ones that knocked it off the base there. But you get a little bit of blowback. You can see the side of the target here where it the bullet impacted this. It sends shrapnel out against that way to knock some of the paint off the target. But when you hit it where you're supposed to down here, it does make the target spin nicely. And then this is the boar here, and again, it's not a huge target, but if you hit it in the right spot, I was hitting a little low on it, it does make the target rock. And the way this thing is designed is when you sit it down and it hits, it will rock all the way back, but it never will turn over. So it'll always come back to where you can shoot it again. If it rocks forward and then rocks back, it never will turn completely over. It'll just slide around a little bit on the ground. So it's a great design for the targets. And we're going to go down on the rifle range here in just a little while and shoot them with the rifle, because these are designed to be able to take up to a 308. Okay guys, we're out here on the rifle range, and we're going to try to see if we can hit the targets down there. We've got them set up about 100 yards or so down range. I can barely see them down there. We'll start with the AR. This one is in 300 blackout. See if I can hit the pig down there. I didn't hear any steel ring. Nope. Let's try the spinner. Got the spinner. Hit that again. Yep. Nope. That little 3-inch target's hard to hit. There, got him. There we go. Just had to get him where I could see him. Let's see if we can pick up the other one. That one's still too small. Okay, so that little 3-inch one is real hard to hit. So let's try the 6.5 Creedmoor and see how we do with it. Okay, we'll start with the pig. I think I jerked it. Can't tell whether I'm hitting him or not. Let's go for the spinner. That one's a little more obvious. Let's try the spinner one more time.
Heard that.
Hit something. Didn't see it spin, but I heard a ding. Let's try it one more time. I may have hit the base. Okay, so we got it to spin on that one. I think the 300 Blackout actually made it spin a little quicker than the Creedmoor did. Now, I'll see if I can pick up that little 3-inch one with the little bit better scope on this one. That one's just a very elusive target. They're very nice targets, and they seem like they're going to be very durable, and they're going to give me something to practice my aim at and get a little bit more, get closer in with my targets on these things, with it being the smaller targets out there. So Double Eagle Gunworks is going to be a dealer for Legion targets. If you check out the website doubleeaglegunworks.org, we will have the targets on the website coming up in the next week or so, and so check them out there, and there'll be a lot of ones to choose from, a lot of great looking targets on there. So check out doubleeaglegunworks.org for the targets, and check out doubleeaglegunworks.com for more information. Like and subscribe down at the bottom. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.